Welcome to Digital Marketing News for Wednesday, June 1st. I'm your host, Jay Osterholm. Back in 1977, the fully conceived internet would have been pigeonholed as science fiction. The technologies and integration that has, for many, made the internet a big part of our work, entertainment, socializing, and primary source of information. So today it comes as no surprise when people drop huge numbers regarding the subject of anything digital. No surprise that reports now say the number of internet-connected devices is set to explode in the next 4 years to over 15 billion. That's twice the world's population by 2015. Technology giant Cisco predicts the proliferation of tablets, mobile phones, connected appliances, and other small machines will drive this growth. The company said consumer video will continue to dominate internet traffic as well. They go on to predict that by 2015, 1 million minutes of video will be watched online every second. These predictions come from Cisco's 5th annual forecasting of trends. And Cisco's Visual Networking Index also estimated that at the same time, more than 40% of the world's projected population will be online, a total of nearly 3 billion people. The networking giant forecast also by 2015, internet traffic will reach 966 exabytes a year. To give you some perspective, an exabyte is equal to 1 quadrillion bytes. Back in 2004, global monthly internet traffic passed 1 exabyte for the very first time. These findings roll into our second story, that all this connectivity and data has started to push the limits of our technology once again. That earlier mentioned Cisco report underlines a very real problem the internet as a whole faces as it runs out of what is known as Internet Protocol version 4 or IPv4 addresses. Every device needs one of these IPv4 addresses to send and receive data online. When IPv4 was created in 1977, it was thought that its pool of 4.3 billion addresses would be enough to go around. Does this sort of sound like the 1999 scenario that predicted the massive shutdown of all computers worldwide because we forgot to plan for the year 2000 and then all computers had been coded not to accept a change at the millennium? Yet undeniably, the rise in the number of mobile devices, laptops, and connected machines has helped exhaust that stock. In February, the Internet Assigned Numbers Authority, that's a real agency, handed out the last batch of these addresses. Industry experts believe that they could be used up as early as August. So the solution is an alternative addressing standard approved in 1998 called IPv6. Sounds simple enough, but consumers and corporations are fighting the change. Much of the web needs to be tested to be sure sites and platforms run smoothly with a change. These kinds of changes are massive and difficult, although we are not sure that anyone is going to have much of a choice in the coming months. Ed Horley, co-chair of the California IPv6 task force, was quoted by the BBC as saying, quote, IPv6 will be critical in avoiding the potential consumer riot due to lack of internet addresses for their portable devices to gain access to the internet and many of the cloud services being deployed today. In the online space, we are enamored with numbers. We can measure everything and everything can be quantified. That's why the internet is a place for marketers to be. Okay, at least that's how the industry pitches the online space. And that momentum moves to the mobile front, the same mantra that is being droned over and over again, just so there is an understanding that ROI in the online world is something that can be quantified. But eMarketer.com is reporting that not all is well in mobile space, and some are wondering if it's just someone shouting, the sky is falling, or the more dire, we're going to need a bigger boat. When asked specifically about ROI for their mobile advertising programs, many North American companies said they were doing about as well as expected. A quarter of the respondents said the mobile advertising wasn't meeting their expectations. However, compared to just 13% who said the results were better than they had hoped. But as you hear these figures, keep in mind the fact that successful marketing is a combination of where the what, the how, and the when of a particular brand intersect. Please check back tomorrow for an all-new episode of Digital Marketing News.